Going on? It is Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Can I get a roll tide inside the comment box? Let me know where you're watching from. This is a commitment watch. And hopefully, and more than likely, it turns into a commitment celebration as we welcome in Owen Cabell, an elite wide receiver out of the class of 2026. He's from Nashville. This guy's got speed to burn, 6'3". I'm going to talk about him. As always, I'd like to highlight our kind of version of Batman and Robin. Courtney Morgan, Kalen DeBoer. Of course, all the other coaches are doing an amazing job. I mean, one hell of a job. It's been really extraordinary to see, even be a part of this the last 5 days. You see what I'm saying? And it's only going to continue. So coming up at 5:30 Central Time, Owen Cabell will make his commitment. And as you know, they say when it rains, it pours. And in this case, it pours commitments. All right, so these two have been doing a wonderful job, and I get it. Look, the entire coaching staff, hats off to them. Maybe I'll make a graphic where I showcase all these guys. But these two gentlemen right here have really continued to be a staple for the players that remained here, that are here, that have bought in, that want to be a part of something that is bigger than themselves, right? I mean, these guys have done an amazing job, and just always like to start the show highlighting these two individuals. Today, we are waiting for Owen Cabell. I'm going to talk about him. I'm going to preview it. Currently, right now, we have him as a 3-star prospect. Look, I'm an old wide receiver myself. Played the game, understand the game. I'm about to show you some highlights, and you could tell me where you think he is in terms of a 3-star, 4, whatever the case is. Because, look, when you can run routes, when you're 6'3" and 200 pounds, and when you're running a 10-700, when you're running a 4.40 time, yo, it's, I mean, it is what it is, okay? So, not trying to gas it up. I mean, the kid is an absolute baller. You know what? Let me just show you something. This was from the summertime, because the interesting story about this young man is he came to Alabama's camp this summer, and he absolutely turned heads, all right? Jamarcus Shepard was all over this young man in terms of coaching him up, getting the best out of him. I'm going to show you right now some highlights, and you tell me. I'm going to go full screen, okay? We played the game. We understand talent. I'll go full screen on this. Again, at 5:30, he announces. I think he's a heavy, heavy lean to Alabama, all right? Here we go. Check this out, all right? Catch the ball, turn upfield. 6'3", 200 pounds. Keep that in mind. Look how he comes out of his breaks. There's Jamarcus Shepard to the left. Catches it, high points it, puts it in. Comes in and out, right? This guy's got really good athleticism. I like the way that it comes out of his breaks. Look at this. Chop, 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 chop your feet. 6'3". Keep in mind, he's a 10-7 guy as well. Nice catch right there, extending it. Gets out of his breaks really good. Comes across. Nice catch right there. And I'm going to show his high school highlights as well, where he absolutely killed it. Almost 1,000 yards. Comes back to the ball. Very nice. Gets out the ball really far. 10 yards in. Sits back. Comes back. Gets it. Gets up the field. I'm telling you, yo, as soon as I watch these particular highlights, I'm like, yo, I don't care what star ranking he is. I mean, I'm seeing it with my own eyes. I mean, and I get it. It's against air. But the guy, if you're good, you're good. This guy, he's good. All right? 6'3", 200 pounds to be announcing here at 5:30. What's your interest level on this on a scale of 1 to 10? As I always ask you, in your excitement level about potentially getting Owen Cabell, let me hear from you inside the comment box. You excited about this? I mean, I'm not trying to like gas up anybody. I call it how I see it, but I have to say that when I watch this tape, it kind of speaks for itself. Again, at 5:30, he'll announce. I appreciate you guys being here. 289 of you. Get the thumbs up on this video. He's a 3-star right now in all recruiting services. All right, Marcus Crittrell says 7. S5 says 8. Let's see what Chadley has to say inside the comment box. This is a celebration. Hopefully it turns into one here in just a minute, as the young man is about to announce momentarily. Yeah, I'm excited about this. You know, looking at this entire recruiting class, I mean, and seeing all the guys that are coming in and, want to be a part of something great, all for it. All for it. What is going on here? All right, got some 7s. Todd Tipton saying, see, Todd Tipton saying 8. O.C. Dobbins is saying 8. You guys are buying into it. Me too. All right, look, Christopher's checking in from Nashville. Man, you just go over there and film the thing, man. That's what's up. All right, there we go. All right, this is what Chadley has to say. All right, I love the fact that he can go up, bring it down, and he's not afraid to go over the middle, and he doesn't get the T-Rex syndrome, right? He's got great, strong, soft hands. Receivers will understand that 100%. So when you look at the detail of this young man, and again, we're waiting for him to announce his official decision, and as soon as it go live, we'll bring that here to you at 5:30. So 15 minutes of preview, celebration of the class, hyping these guys up, and when he does commit, we will bells and whistles, and we'll continue to fire up this class. 6'3", 200 pounds, 4.4 40 time, 10.700 meters. That's flying. Now look, that's flying, but the I'm telling you, the speed state now, go look at the times for Texas. The Texas 100-meter times are absolutely crazy. At the bottom, you can't see it. I have a ticker posted there, but it says exceptional routes and hands. All right, I think I have some of his high school highlights that I'll show you in a minute. All right, today's Bama raffle, and this is an early one that we started. This one yesterday. We'll spin the pinwheel tomorrow. $5 to get in. If you win, you get either hat. You let me know on the raffle. Ways to support Bama_YouTube Cash App. We got a really good lineup of people that are already in the raffle. We will spin the pinwheel tomorrow. That's on Tuesday at the 10 a.m. show. So if you want to get in, we have plenty of room still. Bama_YouTube Cash App, Bama YouTube. We got a ton of people in, and we will spin the pinwheel. You get 3 opportunities, so 5 times 3, $15 to get into the raffle for one of these hats. These are from Team Fanatics. If you want to go out and buy the gear, go out to Team Fanatics and buy it yourself, or you can go to Athletes Thread for the actual player gear that we sometimes raffle away as well. That is Athletes Thread. But this is our sponsor today, and or our raffle today, and I'll showcase that on the back end. Our sponsor for today is West Memphis, Arkansas, Marion, Arkansas. Sonic, America's favorite drive-in, where I-55 and I-40 meet. Appreciate Patriot Life. Thanks for being in, bro. I know you got a hat or two on you, so yeah, we're happy for your continued support of the channel. We'll do a commitment roll call real quick. We're waiting for Owen Cabell. I won't keep you here longer than it takes, but I was thinking about this. Did you guys see what Feinbaum said? Feinbaum was saying that it feels like Coach Saban is back recruiting. I don't think he said that Coach Saban was recruiting. I think that he was just saying that it feels like Coach Saban's recruiting. I'll talk about that in just a second. All right, let's see who's checked in. We got Tay-Tac 772. What's up? We got Derman. What's going on? Kimberly Harmon, of course. We got Young C. We got Rabbit Hunter. We got Chad Kennedy. We got Justin Summerlin. We got Aaron Miller. We got O3 up in the house. We got Todd Tipton. We got Tidal Wave. We got Matt Dunn. We got King's Family Reacts coming to us from enemy territory. We got Dr. Widowmaker. We got Brandon up in the house. Bruce Watson, OC Dobbs, Joe Crooms, of course, Miss Careless. We got Nicole, and she's saying, roll Tide. We got Jeff up in here. Justin Summerlin, Patriot Life. Philip, we got everybody up in here today for this commitment watch for Owen Cabell. Appreciate you guys being here. Chance, I got you in with the Cash App. Appreciate it, brother. All right. So did you guys see what Feinbaum was saying? So Feinbaum earlier today, look, I think it got a little bit twisted in terms of like what he was saying. I think some people said that like he was like physically recruiting. Look, he was here. If you missed this, Coach Saban was here, and he is still getting paid by the university, rightfully so. Pay him whatever you want. He built the entire city. But he was here because Coach Kalen DeBoer had to go pay his respects to Keelan Russell's sister, Kirsten, who passed away. So coming from the bullpen, you got Coach Saban. If Coach Saban is recruiting, who cares? All right? Look, I don't think it's him recruiting behind the scenes. I think that he's helping these guys understand the vision of Coach Kalen DeBoer, but I don't think like Coach Saban has like taken over recruiting. That's absurd. The recruiting is done by the current coaches, the assistant coaches, and the head coach, and Courtney Morgan. This particular situation, and Coach Saban knows these guys. Tank Jones, Sadarian Morgan. He's been recruiting these guys for a long time. So him coming in to bullpen for Coach Kalen DeBoer makes perfect sense. But he's not behind the scenes like recruiting for these guys. I mean, I think he's just coming in. It's a class act, if anything. So I think Feinbaum was saying it feels like Saban's running things. But look, I'm going to show you a graphic in just a second. This particular class, and we're waiting at 5:30 for Owen Cabell's announcement. But look at this. I put this together today, and I know it's a little bit tight, but I'll show you the class that Alabama is building up. All right. So I'll walk you through it. You got Coach Saban on the left. Okay. And then what you have, the first column here, this is the class of 2017. I'm just going off the On3 stuff where guys are like consensus 5 stars, okay? So this is 2017. This is 2023. And then this is the current 2026, okay? So right here, I'll read it out because the names look pretty small. But look at this class. 2017 had 7 5 stars. Najee Harris, Alex Leatherwood, Dylan Moses, Jerry Jeudy, LeBron Ray, Jedrick Wills, Tua Tagovailoa. What a hell of a class that was. My goodness. And then the middle section right here, 2023, Coach Saban's last year, Keon Keeley. The documentary is going to be amazing with him, right? Caleb Downs, Caden Proctor, who's still here, Des Ricks, James Smith, who's still here, Yanzi Pierre is still here, and Quay Rusaw, who's still here. And in this class that we're building right now on the far right, and again, if you're just joining, I know we're up to 400 viewers on the stream. At 5:30 Central Time, Owen Cabell will commit. We're warming up the show while everybody gets checked in. I'm illustrating what's going on right now with this recruiting class because it's absolutely on fire. So right now, you have 3 current 5 stars that have committed to Alabama. Jordan Edmonds, right, out of Georgia. Xavier Griffin, also out of Georgia. And then Xavier Crowell out of the home state of Alabama at running back. Other guys predicted to jump in this class really with the only date that we don't know is Tank Jones down here. We don't have a commitment date. But both of these young men are going to commit within the next week, okay? So Cedarian Morgan is an elite wide receiver, 6'4", 220 pounds. Jaira Edwards, an elite safety out of Maryland, 6'2", 205 pounds. And then also, we're kind of watching Nolan Wilson, who has also been predicted to Alabama. Somehow, I think that he could potentially, he's been predicted to Alabama, the big defensive lineman. But also, I think he's close enough to be bumped to a 5-star when all said and done. So I don't know if he, what I'm illustrating is Alabama could theoretically end up with 7 5-stars in this class as well. I think that Alabama probably be sitting pretty close to the number 1 spot when all said and done. Let's go over Owen Cabell's highlights. I got 430 of you guys in. Earlier, I showed his highlights at Alabama's football camp. Here are his highlights from high school. And again, when he commits, we'll announce it. We'll do the bells and whistles. But let's see. Actually, we'll go to. All right, Kevin Lynch, I got you. Let me show you these highlights real quick, because I think some of you guys missed it. I just want to kind of illustrate because these are real fresh. This is like I think this was this month, was it? So again, Owen Cabell, and keep in mind when you're watching this footage, he's 6'3", 200 pounds. All right. Melissa Fritz, what's up? I see you inside the comment box. Thanks for being here. All right, so here's summer footage of Owen Cabell. And if you think that Owen Cabell is going to roll tide and commit to Alabama, type roll tide as many times as possible inside the comment box. Here's highlights of Owen Cabell during Alabama summer camp. 6'3", he jumped on the scene and really got his offer here. And as you can see, he gets off the ball really well. There's Jamarcus Shepard on the left. Catches the football. He had, I think, 1,000 yards, and he ran a 10.700 at 200 pounds. So this dude's, this is a big dude. And I get it. He's a 3-star, and people are going to say 3-star, whatever it is. I mean, there's other 3-stars that have, either got the Bama bump and turned into 4 stars or just kind of balled out when they got here. You name your favorite 3-star inside the comment box. I can name a few. I always talk about a couple of them. But I think particularly, this dude looks a little bit better than a 3-star. He's got speed, man, and I like his size. And the coaches over here, they want guys that are tall, all right? They want guys that have length. All right, Trippin 2605 is at the commitment party. That's what's up, man. Send us some pictures, bro. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys being here for the commitment. And at 5:30, he will announce. And you're right. I am CLMP says evaluations. I think that says a lot out of it, right? Hey, Ethan, what's up, man? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I have no idea what happened to some of the usernames inside the comment box, but they got all switched around. But, you know, I have no control over that. That's just kind of a YouTube thing. So here at 5:30, we will be waiting for Owen to make his official announcement, waiting on it. This class has been stellar. It's been really good. You look at other wide receivers that could jump on board. You know, it's really exciting to think about. I mean, I think when you kind of pair up, let me showcase this graphic real quick. You start looking at the class overall, and you start to see the guys that are on board, right? Let me sub this out real quick. You look at the quarterback position, right? It always starts at the quarterback. 5:30, Owen will be announcing. So you have Jet Thamala, who flipped, right, from Iowa State, 6'3", 205 pounds. He's a 4-star quarterback. And just recently, you had Taden Kawa at 6'6", 235 pounds. He's another 3-star that has been predicted to Alabama, right? These are the guys. And Alabama is always going to take 2 quarterbacks. And as soon as Owen announces, we'll get it in and posted right here on Bama Football on YouTube. You look at the running backs, and you have Xavier Crowell, right? 6 foot, 210 pounds. You know what? I didn't see, and I've just built out the offense. I still have to build up the offensive line. I was doing this earlier today. So on my Tuesday morning show, I should have these graphics built. But I saw that Javari Barnett is only a 3-star. Is he only a 3-star? Or is he a 4-star? Hey, Bama Man 256, what's up, man? I appreciate you being here. All right, so the news is in, and we got ourselves a wide receiver. Wide receiver is in. Mr. Owen Cabell has announced for the Crimson Tide. Huge pickup today for the Tide. Yo, I'm telling you, I think when you look at his highlights, and we'll show them right now, I mean, he is just committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Another pickup, and we'll go full screen on just a second. So Owen has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Big pickup. He was a Tide lock for a long time. Keep in mind, he is 6'3", 200 pounds, right? Here he is returning a kick for a touchdown, and this is breaking news as it happens. Here he is on the outside. Yo, he's so fast, man. I kind of, you know what? I kind of low-key like their quarterback too. Look how far he is ahead of on the defense. People can talk about like the competition or whatever. They kind of said the same thing about Ty Simpson as well. Here he is on the outside, lined up. This is a screen. Gets up the side. Yo, man, this guy is speed to burn. Breaking news, Owen Cabell has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Give a Roll Tide to welcome Owen inside the comment box. Look at that. I like their quarterback. I like these quarterbacks out of Tennessee. You know, Alabama's just offered Ty Simpson's brother, Graham, right, who was a freshman. He's got some moves, too. Gets to the outside, makes a couple people miss, gets in the end zone. You know, Jamarcus Shepard always talks about wanting his wide receivers to be takers. This guy is oh my goodness. He was separated by like 20 yards over there on that outside. That was crazy. Oh my goodness. Look at this man-to-man coverage. I take that all day long. Oh man. That was wild. All right, let's see what he got. Ooh, I like him at the slot. Okay. Come across the middle now. Good throw on the run by the quarterback. I like this quarterback. Yeah, I was thinking that Cabell should be a 5-star as well. Nice catch over the middle. Big body, 6'3", 200 pounds. Dude's unstoppable. He's going to catch for like 2,000 yards this year. Look at this. Too easy on the outside. Let's do one more. Here he is on the outside. Jeez, man. This dude's good. All right, so you guys I was kind of getting to the class. I'm building out these graphics. So I didn't know what to put for Barnett right here. I put him as a 3-star, but I think he's a 3-star on two sites, and then he's a 4-star on others, but his consensus is a 4-star, and now on 3 bot rival. So I don't know. Should I just list him as a 4-star? I want to make sure it's like, that they're right. You also have Max Sutter, who just committed recently. He's a 4-star tight end, 6'5". I think he might be 6'6". I might have to edit that. 230 pounds. We love his highlights. And look at your receivers. All right. So this is a fresh graphic. Let me ask you this. In terms of, let's just say all these guys have been, Brian Williams and Tadarian Morgan have been predicted to commit to Alabama. What would you say your excitement level is if you just got these 3 wide receivers on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm thinking kind of high, because you look at the slot wide receivers that Alabama already has. Owen, he's a 3-star. I saw Brian Williams was a 3-star too. Yeah, and we got it, Chad Kennedy. Owen has officially committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Yep. Big pickup. And is Brian a 4-star or a 3-star? Either way, this is a really big pickup in many different ways, and I think hats off once again to Jamarcus Shepard, to Ryan Grubb, Courtney Morgan, and of course the head football coach, Kalen DeBoer. I see it out there. Georgia, Notre Dame, those 2 teams are recruiting very well. USC is still, in the lead. I don't know where Alabama's going to be now with another commitment. I would imagine they're still in the top 10. But as I was demonstrating today, and I have another graphic that showcases it, I'll kind of skim to it now, but you can see it at the top right here. This hasn't been updated, so I still have to update this because Alabama now has another 3-star. But the one thing that you could see it is the 5-stars. Alabama has 3 5-stars. Nobody else in the class, right? Nobody else has 3. It's a 3-horse race for second. And if Alabama does get eventually 6 5-stars, 7 5-stars, I don't know where they're going to be. Could someone help me? Where are they updated? Have the recruiting rankings? Do they update that fast? I don't know if they do. And this is kind of the graphic that we're working out earlier, kind of the dream scenario, and maybe even Nolan Wilson gets moved up to a 5-star if he commits, and maybe he's a 5-star. So that would mean 7 5-stars. So you're looking at the left column right here. This is 2017. This is 2023. And this is 2026. So, yep. But you just got Owen Cabell. He has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Big pickup for the Tide today. I think that, when you look to wide receivers, this is exactly the type of wide receiver that Jamarcus Shepard wants to come in. And he is officially committed. So I appreciate you guys rocking with me on this breaking update as Owen Cabell has committed to the Crimson Tide. Give it up for him. Give it Roll Tide. We will be back as news happens. This was a gigantic pickup. Look, as Courtney Morgan says, look to the evaluations. I showed you his tape already. We love his tape. We call it how to see it. And it's easy to like a player like Owen Cabell. I appreciate you guys rocking with me right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Thank you so much for the breaking update. And I will be with you as news happens right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama on this commitment. Oh, before you go, look at this. As you look to the back, the commitments are only starting. Look at this. Here we are. We still have tomorrow, Brian Williams. The day after, Tadarian Morgan. We got to take out Boobie Feaster. I don't think he's going to be in the class. And Nolan Wilson, right? Nolan Wilson's also up in here. So, man, we are absolutely cooking right here on Bama Football on YouTube. So, appreciate you guys one more time. Thanks for rocking with me. Drop a thumbs up. Drop a comment inside the comment box. And we will be with you soon right here on Bama Football on YouTube.